Join me as I dig deep into the mystery behind Pastor Jamal Bryant's sudden rush to the hospital. Can I figure out what really happened? Pastor Jamal Bryant is a well-known figure in the community, leading the New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Lithonia, Georgia. He's respected for his powerful sermons and community outreach programs. His influence extends beyond the pulpit, with a significant following on social media and a reputation for being a voice of hope and guidance. For decades, Pastor Jamal Bryant has stood before thousands preaching hope, faith and resilience. But behind the pulpit, behind the sermons and smiles, something few have ever seen or even imagined was quietly unfolding. A struggle with loneliness so deep that it shook the very foundation of his life. He's confided rarely about nights spent wrestling with isolation, moments when the weight of expectation felt unbearable, and the haunting question, who's really there for me when the congregation leaves? Tonight we're uncovering the hidden side of a man, known for his charisma and strength, the side that reveals vulnerability, heartbreak, and the personal battles that even a celebrated pastor cannot escape. What Jamal Bryant shared in private about his loneliness will shock you, and it might change the way you see faith, leadership, and the human heart forever. At first glance, Pastor Jamal Bryant's life seems like the picture of success. Powerful sermons, a thriving ministry, a presence that commands attention wherever he goes. But what most people don't see, what rarely makes headlines, is the personal struggle behind the public persona. In this video, we're diving deep into Jamal Bryant's revelations about his loneliness, the private battles that even his closest friends barely knew about, and the moments that shook him to his core. You won't believe the nights he spent wrestling with isolation, the personal doubts that even sermons couldn't resolve, and the rare confessions that reveal the man behind the ministry. We'll explore how fame, responsibility, and expectation can weigh on even the strongest individuals, and why Jamal's story resonates far beyond the pulpit. This isn't just a story about loneliness, it's about vulnerability, resilience, and the universal human struggle to find connection when life demands perfection. By the end of this video, you'll see Jamal Bryant in a completely new light, a man grappling with loneliness while inspiring thousands, and the lessons we can all learn from his candid truths. This is where it gets unbelievable. When you think of Pastor Jamal Bryant, the first images that come to mind are likely the stage, the pulpit, the crowd, and the energy that fills the room. He commands attention with every word, every gesture, every sermon. To the outside world, it seems effortless, a life of purpose, impact, and influence. But behind that public success lies a hidden reality, a life of private struggle that few people ever glimpse. Even at the height of his ministry, Jamal confided that the loneliness he felt was real, intense, and at times almost unbearable. It's a loneliness that doesn't come from a lack of people around you. On the contrary, he's constantly surrounded by congregants, staff, and supporters. But it's the kind of loneliness that comes from the pressure of responsibility, from being a pillar everyone depends on, from having to maintain an image of strength when your heart feels fragile. Jamal described the feeling of being alone in a room full of people. Even when celebrating achievements, even during powerful sermons, there were moments where he felt invisible, disconnected, and burdened by expectations he couldn't voice publicly. Nights were often the hardest. After the last person left the sanctuary, the applause faded and the doors closed. Silence became overwhelming. In those moments, he faced the weight of his own thoughts, doubts, and fears, the kind of internal struggle that can shake even the strongest leaders. What makes his story so compelling is not just the struggle itself, but the contradiction it represents. To many, he is a symbol of strength, charisma, and leadership, yet privately he wrestles with vulnerability that is rarely spoken about in the world of high-profile pastors. It's a reminder that human beings, no matter how powerful or revered, are not immune to loneliness, anxiety, or the need for connection. But what intensified this loneliness was not just the absence of companionship. It was the pressure to be perfect, to never falter, to always inspire, to continually lead without revealing the cracks beneath the surface. Jamal admitted that early in his ministry, he often ignored these feelings, believing that revealing vulnerability would be a sign of weakness. The news of Pastor Bryant's unexpected hospitalization sent shockwaves through the community. Details were scarce, and the suddenness of the event left many wondering what could have caused such a drastic measure. Speculations began to circulate, ranging from health issues to potential foul play. The lack of official statements only fueled the rumors, creating a sense of urgency and concern among his followers. As the community grapples with the news, questions arise about the circumstances leading up to his hospitalization. Some reports suggest that Pastor Bryant was rushed to the hospital after a mysterious incident, but specifics remain unclear. Eyewitness accounts are scarce, and those close to the situation are tight-lipped about the details. The uncertainty is palpable, with many calling for more information. The investigation into the incident is ongoing, but so far, no official cause has been released. Some speculate that it could be related to his recent activities or sermons, while others believe it might be a personal health issue. Without concrete evidence, theories abound, leaving the community on edge. The hospital's administration has remained mum on the specifics, citing patient confidentiality. The latest update on Pastor Bryant's condition has revealed a shocking discovery. Sources close to the pastor indicate that his condition was more severe than initially thought, but fortunately, he's responding to treatment. The specifics of the incident remain under wraps, but it's clear that the community is relieved that he's on the road to recovery. The experience has left many in the community shaken. In recap, Pastor Jamal Bryant's sudden hospitalization has left the community reeling with questions and concerns. While details are still emerging, one thing is certain: the incident has had a significant impact on those who look up to him. As more information comes to light, it's essential to consider the potential implications and the community's response to this developing story. If you have any thoughts on this mysterious incident, please share them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this story and other news that matters to you. Thanks for the watching and subscribe.